Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by SmokinSteve's today. We got a good one today. We're going to be smoking up a prime rib. Normally you cook these up on holidays or special occasions, and you don't want to know why? Because that meat is good. It's good stuff. And it doesn't matter whether it's a holiday, a special day. You can fix one of these up just any old day. And it's really simple to do, and we're going to get this thing all prepped up and smoke it tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get started prepping this guy up, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, here she is. Rib roast. Now they call these a lot of different things, but on the package it said rib roast, and you can buy these 2-bone, 3-bone, 4-bone. A full rib would be 7 ribs, or 7 bones. And here we have 2 bones. And a lot of times the butcher will go ahead and cut those bones off here and just tie it all back up with the bones. And in this case, the butcher didn't cut those bones off. So we're going to go ahead and get those cut off and get her tied up. Okay guys, I'm going to cut these bones out of here, and I'm using this Rapala knife here. This is one of my favorite knives. You can do a lot of things with it. It's great for cutting beef or whatever. So let's go ahead and get this guy cut off, and you just want to try to cut along the face of that bone. You can feel the bone as the knife goes down. It's a lot easier if you can find a prime rib or prime roast that the butcher's already done this for you. But it's not all that hard if you got to do it yourself. It's a little tricky down here at this end. So just cut those bones away just like that. And then what we're going to do is take some twine and wrap around here and tie those bones back on. And then when we're done cooking, we undo that twine, set this aside, and slice her up. So let's go ahead and get this twine up and get her all tied up. Okay, I got me 2 pieces of twine underneath the prime rib here, and we're just going to wrap it around here. I got my bones laid in place there. We're just going to kind of do a couple half hitches. That way we can slide this string, tighten this string up, just like so. Tighten that baby up. Then just do another half hitch, tie her up, cut the excess off, and you're good to go. Just like so. Then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Go ahead and cinch that guy up, and then tie him off. Okay guys, I got half a cup of mustard here, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and 4 cloves of minced garlic. And I got mixing this all up here, and we're going to lather this prime rib all up with this and put our seasoning on there. Okay, just get her slopped on here. We're going to cover all sides and the ends. Wherever we can get it, we're going to put it on there. You don't need to be bashful. Don't worry about this mustard. You're not even going to taste it. Kind of acts as a binder for all the goodness we're going to put on the outside of this. Our rub and our seasoning. guy over. It's actually smelling pretty good. Give it another flip here. I'm gonna have mustard all over me. No worries, it all washes off. And we're even gonna put some on this bone side here, because we're gonna get that all seasoned up too. We're not gonna let that go to waste. So I'm gonna finish up giving this guy a good coat here and get it all brushed on, and we'll get the seasoning on there. Here's what we're going to be putting on there, is some Montreal steak seasoning. I love this stuff. It's good on any beef. I even like it on vegetables, mashed potatoes, just whatever. It's really flavors the food up good. Now the last time I did one of these prime ribs, I just sprayed her down with olive oil, and I did add the same stuff here. Now you can use another rub if you have a favorite rub or whatever. And we're going to follow that up with something else, like I did the last time too. But I didn't use the mustard last time. I just sprayed it down with olive oil. So we're trying to mix it up here a little bit, try some different things. And there's no right or wrong way to do things. It's all good. So we're going to put some of this Montreal on here. Now we want to give a somewhat of a generous coat. It's salt, pepper, garlic. It's all good stuff, but we don't want to overpower the meat, because that meat has a great flavor. So let's see if I can get this flipped over. I'm going to go ahead and put the second layer on there, and that's going to be the Traeger coffee rub. So we're going to put a little bit of that on there. Go ahead and put that on the bone side. It doesn't get much better than prime rib in my book. This is some good stuff. Follow that up with the coffee rub again. What we're going to do is wrap this up with some saran wrap and just put it over the top of it, and then put it in the fridge and let it sit in there overnight. Then we'll get up in the morning, fire that smoker up, and get to cooking. So that's going to do it for now. We got a Montreal steak seasoning on there, and our Traeger coffee rub, and our mustard as a binder. That's going to form a real nice bark for us on there. So I'm going to get this all wrapped up and get her in the fridge. Hey everybody, it's the next morning. And yes, it's a special day. Today's Christmas. And we're going to be smoking up a prime rib, and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Chances are it'll be after Christmas when you watch this video. But I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. And it doesn't matter what day it is, you can make it a special day. If you just smoke up or throw a prime rib in the oven, it makes for some good eating. So let's get this thing pulled out of the fridge, and we'll get that smoker all fired up and get to cooking. Okay, here she is. Just pulled it out of the fridge. I wish you could smell this thing. It's smelling and looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and get that smoker fired up and get it up to temp. Today we're going to be smoking at 225, and we're going to be using Bear Mountain bold pellets. I just love those pellets. Really gives the food a great flavor. It burns nice and hot and very little ash. Okay, here's what we're using to smoke that prime rib with today, the RecTeq BullsEye. I love this BullsEye. It's a great cooker. Let me open her up and show you the setup. We got a drip pan under there with a little bit of water in there. We're planning on catching the drippings from that prime rib, and that water in there will keep those drippings from burning up. And we got plans for that a little bit later. And we're getting this heated up to 225 degrees. Okay, our smoker's up to 225, and I got that prime rib sitting in here. Got the temperature probe stuck into meat. That's one thing you want to do, guys, is monitor the temperature of this meat. You don't want to get it overcooked. Got our drip pan under there, a little bit of water, catch the drippings from that meat. And we're showing the meat temperature. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but about 42 degrees. So we're just going to kick back and let her smoke. Okay, that prime rib just reached 100 degrees. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, look at that. That's really looking good. So it's been on here about 4 hours or so. So we're going to close her up, and I'm going to go ahead and crank this guy up to 300 and let it get up to 132 degrees, and then we'll be pulling it off and doing a taste test. Okay guys, I got that prime rib pulled inside here. It smoked for a little over 4 hours. Pulled it off at 130 degrees. Here she is. She's looking really good. Look at that bark. Golden brown. I was going to take it off and crank that temperature up to 450 and get a sear on it, but that was looking pretty good. So that mustard did the trick for the outside. It's really looking good and smelling good. So we're going to go ahead and get some aluminum foil and temp this guy up and let it set for about 20 minutes or so. Then we'll be slicing her up and doing the taste test. Okay guys, it's resting for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of this string here. Give that a cut. We're going to grab those bones and get those off of there. Wow, look at that. That's looking mighty good. Looking real good. Look how moist that is. That's going to make some good eating right there. We're going to slice this guy up. Let's get rid of these strings here. Grab this knife here, my Rapala, and we're going to get a cut off the end here. See what she looks like. Oh wow, look at that. Look at those juices in there. Oh, this is going to be good. So I'm going to get me a couple pieces cut off here. And I'm going to be going in for the taste test. Oh, wow. Okay, guys. My favorite part. Got me a little piece right here. We're going in. Oh. Wow. That is good. Nice and juicy, that smoky flavor from the Bear Mountain bold pellet. Whoa, this has got some good flavor. Guys, so you can make any old day a special day. Just smoke up a prime rib. Take a prime rib and throw it in the oven. It's all good. I'm going in for the second piece. Oh, that's good. Guys, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video. You gotta try this. This is good.